Prepare to embark on a journey into a future world where humans no longer exist and strange creatures roam the Earth. A group of scientists looked at 3 possible futures, and what they saw was absolutely wild. Hello, I'm John Delancey. To us, nothing seems as secure as the ground beneath our feet. But it's only an illusion. The skin of the Earth is always changing, wrinkling, and moving. 5 million years from now, Africa will split, and Australia will move northward. This is science fact. Now for a bit of fiction. A new ice age brings a cold, dry climate. Many animals become extinct, including humans. Only the most adaptable creatures will be able to adjust to the extreme conditions of this future world. After 100 million years, the planet has recovered from the terrible ice age. Earth's plates have moved, again changing the shape and position of the continents. Temperatures are higher now, and in this warm, wet world, conditions are perfect for life to thrive. Creeping along at the same speed that human fingernails grow, the plates continue their slide, finally crashing together to form a single giant continent. It's a world of extremes, not unlike the supercontinent Pangaea that existed 250 million years ago. Using current scientific data on climate, geology, and natural history, our team of scientists have given us an informed guess as to what the future might be like in each of these different epochs. Using our theater as a time machine, let's move forward to that wild new world of the future. We're now going to go forward 5 million years. It's a much colder climate than it is today. Colder and drier. Great ice caps dominate the planet. Resilient survivors from the first mass extinction have succeeded in colonizing most of the planet. Africa's northward move seals off the Mediterranean, which becomes a region of salt flats and brine lakes. Much of the United States is now a freezing expanse of desert. In South America, grassland replaces the tropical rainforests of today, and the mighty Amazon has all but dried up, and so has the diversity of animal species. Meet the Death Gleaners. Descendants of modern-day bats, they have filled the niche vacated by buzzards and vultures. With wingspans of 4 feet, they circle the desert hoping to spot some food below. They are only active in the daytime. They must wait until the sun has warmed the ground so that they can glide on the thermal updrafts without using too much energy. On the salty desert floor of what was once the Mediterranean Sea, a cryptile lizard is hunting. Around its neck, a porous frill that forms a net covered in sticky mucus. With this sticky net, it traps a feast of brine flies that the cryptile can enjoy on the run. Frill signals are a prelude to energetic mating rituals between mad dashes across the flats. The cryptiles are the descendants of a species of lizard that populated the Earth long before human times. Now, let's move forward 100 million years into the future. A great chunk of Africa is heading eastward, and Australia is joining Asia. The Earth is warm, moist, and luxurious with a great diversity of species. Antarctica has moved north, drifting into the tropics. Its once frozen wastes are now covered in lush green forests. What was the Bay of Bengal has become a vast brackish swamp. Covering hundreds of thousands of square miles, it's a hot, humid place where water is plentiful and vegetation abundant. Giant herbivores and strange aquatic predators call this home. Comparable to the great coal swamps 300 million years before man, the Bengal swamp is filled with sediment, making the waters muddy and murky. We're following a pair of swampus, descendants of the modern octopus, but we're not alone. A nearby lurkfish has detected their presence. The swampus show off in a dazzling display of changing colors. As they circle in their courtship dance, they're oblivious of the 14-foot predator preparing to strike. Like today's electric eels, the lurkfish can deliver a huge electric shock, over 1,000 volts, to stun its unsuspecting prey. The Toraton is the largest creature ever to walk on the Earth. It's the latest member of the ancient tortoise family, one of the most successful species ever. Small sections of the shell remain, but it's no longer required for protection. No predators can touch these gentle giants. We are still 100 million years in the future. Antarctica has become the new Amazon, although a rather isolated one. Plants were the first colonists, then an airborne invasion of insects and spiders, followed by birds. The falconfly is a type of wasp about the size of a crow. It's trailing a pair of Spitfire birds. As they signal to each other, the falconfly prepares to strike. A jet of acid from the Spitfire's nostrils, and the falconfly is gone. A group of Spitfire beetles sets a trap mimicking the flower of the Spitfire tree. The unsuspecting bird hovers for a sip and succumbs to a fatal attraction. In the Antarctic forest, the insects rival the invertebrates and even surpass them. In other parts of the globe, the vast, new, warm, shallow seas allow the growth of a new type of reef built by red algae. A reef glider about the size of a seal slowly paddles through the sunny waters of the algae reef. Its external gills flow behind it like a bunch of colored ribbons. Feeding on the streamer-like leaves, the reef glider carries the algae spores from plant to plant, thus creating new habitats. Our final leap forward takes us 200 million years into the future. A supercontinent dominates the globe, just as Pangaea did 250 million years ago. It's a place of hostile deserts, sprawling mountain chains, and stormy coastlines. The animals and plants that populate Pangaea 2 developed after a great mass extinction that began about 100 million years before. Volcanic eruptions accompanied Pangaea 2's formation, filling the skies with ash and the seas with acid rain. A catastrophic collapse of the marine food chain almost stripped the oceans of life. Conditions eventually stabilized, and completely new forms of life replaced fish and their relatives. Descended from crabs and lobsters, silver swimmers fill the oceans. About the size of a seagull, this is a fish that can fly, a flish. They dominate the skies above the global ocean, filling the role once held by birds. Silver swimmers are their main source of food. But all that glistens isn't a school of silver swimmers. It is, in fact, the changing patterns of a rainbow squid. With a body more than 60 feet, 20 meters long, this is the biggest animal in the global ocean. It has the ability to change its color at will. A large brain enables it to program flashes, pulses, and rippling patterns across its whole body. It can simulate bait for its prey, and even communicate with other squids. Along the continent's east coast, a range of mountains taller than today's Andes has created a vast rain-shadowed desert. Hyperstorms carry flish from the oceans to their death in its dusty environs. About the size of today's sparrow, the bumble beetle is an insect inhabitant of the dry regions. It will live for just one day, but in its flight it can cover some 500 miles in its search to find food and a place to secrete its larvae. A terabyte city. Terabytes form a colony that extends downward and upward. Like its termite ancestors, a single queen breeds, while others perform individual tasks. Here, transporters carry the bloated bodies of the water carrier class to irrigate the algae fields. Light spills in through the organic windows, providing energy for the algae that supply food for the whole colony. And the colony itself is a food source for other creatures. A ferocious hunter is on the prowl. A silver spider is making a swift raid on the algae farm. Her objective, the hapless but delicious water carrier. Can she make it home without meeting the fearsome, acid-spitting terabyte soldiers? Luck is on her side. Most of the warriors are out foraging for food. Their target is a garden worm and its algae-coated arms. This 18-inch worm is sunbathing, a risky business with the terabyte warriors around. The worm, however, has its own special escape hatch. A small pool leading to the flooded caverns that riddled the limestone beneath the hot desert. The crystal clear water is a haven for many life forms that have adapted to live without sunlight. A gloom worm, favorite food of the slick ribbon. This 3-foot-long segmented worm is a fearsome predator. Its jaws are mounted on an extendable trunk that snaps out at passing prey. In stark contrast to the central desert, the wet Northwest supports many forms of life. Here, warm westerly winds, full of moisture, roll in from the sea and condense as rain. A huge rainforest develops, populated by conifers and giant lichens. Fish are in the forest as well. As brightly colored as butterflies, forest fish dart about like wrens and hum like hummingbirds. They share their habitat with the mega squid. About the size of a modern-day elephant, these are the largest land animals of their time. A balloon-like sac on the mega squid's forehead amplifies its calls. It bellows out signals as it moves through the forest. For this moment in time, the squids are the most successful species. But for how long? There will be other mass extinctions. Pangaea, too, will not remain intact for long. Within a few million years, it will begin to break up into separate continents. Each continent will once again develop its own ecosystems and environments. New organisms will develop to take advantage of them, taking forms and shapes we cannot imagine. Undoubtedly, the far future will be even wilder.